Um, we're talking about asset tokenization and fractional ownership over here. To start off with, I'll just tell you about who I am. I'm the founder and CEO of Kartblock and 27th Avenue. Kartblock is a technology company that primarily focuses into emerging technologies. When I talk about emerging technologies, I'm relating to blockchain, AI, ML, IoT, mobility, all these sectors. 27th Avenue is an e-commerce platform that supplements the fintech solutions that we develop. Apart from that, I'm also a co-founder and CTO of Aqar chain. That is going to be the topic of the subject today. A little bit of our corporate structure. We are incubated by a tech accelerator based out of Saudi Arabia in Riyadh, Smart Chain. Smart Chain, under the umbrella of Smart Chain, we have again, which is Kartblock. Kartblock again works as predominantly into the technology space. Aqar chain, 27th Avenue. Plus, we also have a local partner based in UAE and Saudi Arabia, which is Emirates, one of the largest system integrators in the region. We do a lot of government tenders, large corporate tenders, and SME product development, on-demand, enterprise solution development. All the solutions happens through Emirates. So let's talk about Aqar chain. Now, what actually Aqar chain is? Aqar in Arabic literally means real estate. And what we're doing is we're using the blockchain technology to embed the real estate application. Now, what the four factors that we're doing is we're basically digitizing the real estate, asset tokenization, fractional ownership, and exchange and trading. So we have a four-level solution that actually combines into a single platform, and this platform is again called as Aqar chain. It's originally based out of Saudi Arabia, but we're looking at the entire GCC and the Middle East market to go ahead. It's one of the first applications to be actually Arabized and be available in the market right now. So what exactly when we talk about digitizing real estate, it means? When we talk about digitizing real estate, that's something what is generally happening is all across and everywhere is about the real estate that is being taken onto the mobile applications. We are taking a little step ahead. It's not only about taking the real estate onto the mobile application, but also to encompass a technology that goes along with it. So creating a robust search mechanism and a real estate property search app that actually relates with you in terms of what your requirement is. It's basically about finding deals using the AI and the ML and the customer acquisition cost and the lifetime value of the customer. We are also making it much more easier in terms of location-based searching. We are also making it much more specific in terms of large search items and making this all available onto the using the blockchain technology at the back end. It's a simplified process. There's no rocket science in it. It's not about going ahead and creating a complex structure, but yes, it's something which is we're very simplifying. The other fact is what we're doing is we're connecting the buyers and the sellers together. It's a P2P model, and it consists of leasing, short-term leasing, buying, and selling. Now, generally, these are the parts what we talk about in terms of the normal standard real estate applications. But there's a twist. We have something which is much more interesting and collaborative that we have done. We have right now partnered with CloudSpot. CloudSpot is a US-based IoT services company which has a software-defined wireless sensor technologies, and it's basically a combination of AI and IoT. Now, I'll give you a small example. You book an apartment on Airbnb. When you book an apartment on Airbnb, you have to book an apartment, and then when you go to the property itself, you generally don't know how do you identify whether it's a genuine person or no. So what we generally do is you book an apartment on the Aqar chain platform, which is for short-term leasing, and tentatively what happens is when the lessee actually, when he comes to the apartment, the IoT device is sitting onto the Wi-Fi router of the apartment. You connect with it. There's a digital KYC that actually authenticates and provides you real authentication, that's a genuine person. You can do an in-app chat. You can do an in-app video call. And if the house is actually a smart home enabled, smart applications home enabled home, then you could probably just open the apartment from the app itself. What we are also doing is we are creating an ecosystem. We are converting leads and generating a lot of ecosystem for the entire area in itself. That's about the digitized part. Now let's talk about what the real asset tokenization is. What we really do is that you have an apartment, and you need a fair market value of an apartment. Even in the downturn, even in the upturn, you have a proper value to an apartment. So you shouldn't be selling your apartment for apartment or a house for a lesser value that doesn't generate in the real market value. So what we do is we analyze the property, we generate a fair value, and depending upon your need, whether it's a partial tokenization or a full tokenization, what we do is we then tokenize the property. The property is tokenized using a third-party escrow system. After the third-party escrow system, the property documents are actually in the custody of the Aqar Chain Facility Management Services, and the tokenized property is listed onto the exchange. This exchange, when we're talking about, is the Aqar Chain Exchange. The Aqar Chain Exchange is where you will have all the security tokens of a property listed. Now, this will actually derive the real value of the property, not an estimated value or a fictional value of a property. Based on the trading of the property onto the exchange will generate returns, and the investor value has been actually created over here. So in totality, if I have to say what actually Aqar Chain does is, Aqar Chain is actually bringing the technology of the future to you. Apart from that, it is eliminating all the middlemen. It's giving you a P2P connectivity directly from the buyer to the seller, or directly from the consumer to the seller. It's a digital real estate. We are digitizing the entire real estate for you. It's a mobile solution. And one major problem that is solving in this market is about inheritance. You can actually tokenize your inheritance, and the entire problem of inheritance is actually solved here. We're giving you smart homes. We're giving you smart-enabled searches. We're giving you everything which is smart in the age of smart mobiles. We're giving you a global reach. People from outside this region are able to invest into properties that are not freehold. And basically, what's happening is we are giving better returns. It's a better return at any given point of time. Now, how are we doing this is we're obviously using the blockchain technology. The reason why we're using the blockchain technology is because of the trust factor, because of its transparency, the real-time connectivity, and also the immutable policy and the feature of what blockchain actually enables you to do. It works on the consensus protocol of the blockchain, and also of the security that we are able to offer. We're using high-level encrypted security as well, with biometric facial recognition and two-factor authentication, also not only onto the application, but also onto the platform. The platform right now is ready. It's on the beta stage rollout. We'll be looking at a January release of first quarter release, which is the early first month of the next year, is where we do a beta release in the closed environment, and then we go for actual release in the second quarter of 2020. To talk about more, yes, we do have the Aqar Chain utility token as well. The utility token actually acts as a payment mechanism for all the transactions that happen onto the Aqar Chain platform. It's obviously on the protocol is Ethereum ERC20 protocol. We are right now open for registrations on the Aqar Chain platform. You can register for the token, and we'll be offering good prices for the token right now. And going forward, once the token is listed and when it has a proper utilitarian use, the token prices will actually determine the real value of the project in itself. So this is all about Aqar Chain. I can see my time running up. If there is any questions, I don't know, but yeah. This is it.
Any questions from the audience?
I think that was well explained.
Right. So they do have a table the exhibition area. So please feel free to walk up to them if you have any questions on this solution provider. Thank you very much.
Thank you.